Thank you. It's funny that they have this here. I always get so scared of what I look like this because I can't see the camera, you know what I mean?
You look so pretty.
Aw, they have so many flavors here.
They're such puppy. Raspberry. I'm gonna get this one.
Good. Ooh, holy. Oh, Talia already started.
Oh, okay, go.
You good?
I think just gave up.
I can't. Oh, it's too gross. How have you guys been? I feel like I haven't had a real talk with my sisters in a long time.
It's been a while.
What has changed since the last time we did this video?
A lot. I have an upper lip now. And I have no top lip, like.
You have pink lips! Like, Kiana, you naturally have fucking huge cock-sucking lips. I don't have those. I have to pay for them.
I need to get my upper lip really stuffed and fluffed.
I'll start with the circle time. Okay. Oh, guys, we're so intimately close to each other.
Yeah, no, this is so
Gay? Yeah.
very LGBT.
We are gay. I feel like everybody's a little bit gay.
You are gay.
You don't
You're
feel like
gay.
Yeah, but so is everyone.
You're gay.
I feel like there is gay juice in the water. No. There's something gay in the water that's making people gay, and I feel like it's not a coincidence why so many people now are gay, and I feel like it's because the universe is trying to control the overpopulation and they want more gay people to exist.
Alright.
Anyway, so what is going on with your life? Not the government and their request on gays.
Basically, guys, I'm gonna quit my job.
Yay.
Yay! So I'll have more time for
Good job.
my wives over here. Honestly, when something is not for you, you just have to let it go. But one thing I've realized that I have a really hard time with is letting go.
No shit, Destiny.
Like, how do you guys get to a point where you can let go properly? Because I feel like I've been trying to let go and I'm telling myself that I'm letting go, but in my soul, am I letting go? That is the question.
I feel like it's a lot of faking it. Like, you have to
Fake it till
literally
you
trick
make it.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you just have to keep going. And also too, like, I feel like telling yourself, wait, we're talking about letting go, we're talking about relationships, right?
Letting go could mean a lot of things, like letting go of
You're
what
talking
you're
about
used
work,
to.
but I feel like that's not what you're talking about.
I'm talking about letting go in any aspect. In anything, it's hard. It's hard to let go of people. It's hard to let go of
I feel like letting go
routines.
of work is pretty easy.
You know how many people are stuck in jobs that they hate because they are
Can I
too
say
scared?
most of the world?
Yeah, but they'll stay because letting go is scarier.
Well, also too, we live in a world where it's like financial stability is kind of
Yeah, I don't
a
even think it's just
necessity.
letting go is
And
like
it's
that.
just
It's
like
because
there's a lot, yeah, there's a lot of consequences to it, you know. Like, it's
Financial
not like you can just let go
security,
and just
scarcity.
find another job. Like, things are not that easy.
What about you, Kiana? How are you doing these days?
Whatever.
When you woke up this morning, what
Well, this
entered your
morning I
mind?
got woken up by something really upsetting to see that a crush of mine, a childhood crush, has a girlfriend. Oh, actually, she's not ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not an ugly celebrity. That hurt my heart to see. It was never gonna be me. It was never gonna be me. But yeah, it's like when Justin Bieber got married to Haley,
And now he has a baby?
When they had a kid together, I was like,
nail in the coffin.
I thought I was gonna have a kid with Justin Bieber. Like, you know, I thought it was gonna be me. So it was hard. It was hard for me. It's been hard the past couple months. I'm going back to school. I was supposed to go back in September, but it actually just didn't work out for a reason though. So it's okay. I'm going back to school in January for mental health and addiction because, you know, I'm really passionate about those things. I just have been leaning towards my faith a lot and stuff, and I was literally telling my friend today I wanted to read the Quran. I'm like, is there an app I can get to read that? A lot of people might think differently, but I think that reading into different religions and stuff like that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. At the end of the day, I still think you're leading to God or a higher power, regardless of what you think. It doesn't matter if you're dipping and dabbling into different religions to kind of see what fits for you. Honestly, the past year has been hard and stuff. For sure, I've been dealing with a lot of self-forgiveness that I have trouble with. But I remember even a video we did, Talia was in it, and she was talking, okay, Kiana, trying my best day by day. It's not even Don't make that face, because I was never in a relationship. I haven't been in a relationship, let me say, since I was 19 years old. That was the last time I was in an actual relationship, Talia. Am I lying or flying?
I can't let these niggas knock me off my pivot.
When was the last time I was in a relationship? Not 19, I'm lying.
Just like I told you, if I'm lying, then I'm flying.
No, I was 20 actually. That was the last time I was in a relationship. After he passed, I have not been in a relationship since. However, I think there was a lot of things I needed to learn about love and relationships and like myself even. I'm very proud of myself. I've came a long way with my thought process. I think that I've grown a lot as a human being, and I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too.
What about you, Talia?
Snaps, yes.
This is the biggest cheater I know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. However, I
Pardon
do
me?
think that
Destiny?
she has Talia.
Oh, I was
However,
like,
no, not you.
Cheater?
But I do think that she has came a long way. Last time in this video, I remember I was saying she had an East African phase. But now she's kind of more into.
It's literally just 2 guys. It's not a phase.
Okay, that she became madly in love with within the span of 8 days. So, but I think now she's more
Not
so
in love, it was just
into.
limerence. Actually, I wouldn't have even considered it
Limerence is
limerence because I
scary.
got over that really quick.
Now she's
So I would have
into-
considered it just, you know.
All right, so pretty much just people that are just in jail, you know. And there's nothing wrong with being in jail, but she's like
I'm not
looking.
I'm
which
not
I don't
looking for that.
understand,
Oh my
so-
god,
you
stop.
literally went on writerprisoner.com. Technically, you were
Yeah,
looking
you
for
technically
that.
were looking for that, and then you literally
wasn't.
posted, "I'm so interested
But-
in felons only." It's so bad. Yeah.
That was a joke. After, like, everybody after the first situation, I wasn't looking for. Even the last person I fucked, how was it my fault? I'm starting to talk to the man. We're fucking literally 20 minutes before I'm supposed to go see him, he gets arrested. That's not on me.
Yeah,
That's
but
not my fault.
okay, but look at his life a little.
Yeah,
Remember
look
what
at
we were
the
talking
Yeah, but
demographic.
I didn't really know that much about his life. I was still trying to get to know him.
I knew enough.
I knew he was on his
knew enough.
You
crack
guys knew
time.
more than me because you asked. I didn't know.
No, I didn't.
I
ask.
You could just tell.
I just saw him outside every day
Yeah.
at 37.
Oh, I never see him.
No offense, love you bad, but
Saw him outside every day. What do you mean? By the park?
no, you're so. He's always outside. I remember like when we were
I
younger,
never used to- I
all
don't
the
ever
time.
remember
He was just
seeing him.
always outside drinking, smoking.
I don't remember that. I'm just having fun. I'm not really taking anything serious.
Yeah, you shouldn't, because you've been taking so many things serious, and it just
Yeah, putting
wasn't
your
good
life
for your
on
mental
pause.
No,
health.
it wasn't
people-
so many things. It was just 2 things. But I'm over it.
But those were too heavy, you know.
I'm
not
kind
like
of over being in heavy things. Like, I feel like I do this thing to myself where I'm like, oh, I want love, I want this and I want that, and I have myself into fucked up mental state. This is not fair. I should just move to an island and like be by myself and be single forever and never talk to anyone.
You've been lying to yourself for the past 3 years,
literally-
Destiny, and I've been telling you this.
I'm gonna put on my
and then when
glasses
I
for
tell
this
you this,
one.
everybody looks at me like I'm the fucking bad guy.
No, because you just got more angry for her situations than yourself. That's the concerning
Yeah.
part about it.
Are we talking or not? What's the problem? Why are you yelling at him though? Yelling? Yelling!
But her situations piss me off, and she doesn't get angry at all.
If somebody
You don't even get angry.
if somebody does me wrong, I feel like Talia will pull up to their house and
Like, you don't even get
personally
mad at
strangle
all.
them.
But Destiny doesn't get mad about anything.
That's the thing. Like, Destiny doesn't even get mad. Like,
Because I'm understanding and I understand.
I
Yeah.
can understand things too, but you can still get angry.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
You
You
can
don't
still get
necessarily
angry.
have to act out on it.
together.
You don't need to even cuss the person out or anything like that, but you still need to be angry.
Because I feel like my
And that shit-
sadness
that
trumps
shit-
my anger.
The thing about anger is it doesn't really matter, honestly, because anger is a very temporary emotion, and I always have said that. So many times I've been angry, and that was my driving force for not talking to somebody, and anger does not last. So anger is really useless, but love will overpower anger, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just the
if you
thing
love a
every
person, yeah.
time.
And that's
Like,
what
it's gonna
has happened to
overpower it,
me
so
a
it
lot
doesn't
of
really matter.
times. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little story time. I was at the bar drinking by myself, just being a sad girl. This random man comes up and was like really foaming over this girl, okay? And he was like, oh, wasn't she so beautiful, da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, like go like make your move, holla at her. And he did, because I was encouraging him to. And then he was like, you know, I really fuck with you. What's your name? You're my new friend. And he was like, are you okay? And obviously you could tell that I wasn't okay.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, love is not for me. I'm just gonna die alone and be alone forever. That's okay. That's what God has in store for me. And he was like, you can't think like that because you're limiting yourself from like everything else that could potentially make you happy. Why am I gonna dig myself in a ditch and stay in there if I could experience something else?
I was freshly out of, like, I guess talking to somebody, and like I wasn't even out of it. I really was mentally, I wasn't, emotionally I wasn't. And I told this other person, like, yo, like this may look like it's
Hello.
contradicting,
Sorry.
Thank you.
Anyways, honestly, listen to my words, do not listen to my actions. And I know that sounds contradicting as hell because people say the other way around. You know, I'm around you, okay? We chill. I spend a lot of time with you.
And you know why? Because I feel like that's such a selfish way to get yourself out of not having to act accordingly because you want to be around someone. Like, I disagree.
No, but I'm saying though, I think that for
if
sure
you have
there
to
was
say that to
selfishness
somebody,
in it.
you're moving incorrectly. Listen to my words, not my actions.
I don't agree with that.
I think
though.
that's bullshit.
I don't agree
if
with
you're
that,
at that point sitting there and you know what it is, you have to act accordingly as hard as it is.
But that is me.
Because it's
acting
not just
accordingly.
about you though. It's also about the other
But
person.
this is what I'm saying.
But if
you're
they know where
voicing
you're
that,
at,
they
they're
know where you're at.
they
I'm
know
saying
where
this
you're
is
at.
already
I
with them
understand
knowing
that.
where
I
you're
understand
at,
that,
and then
but
this
you
is
still
them
need to make an
choosing. But if they're
you still need to
choosing
make an
to still
active
be in your
effort,
life,
though.
exactly. But they're still choosing to be in your life while you already stated, I am not here. You already
I'm
stated
dealing
that
with my
this
stuff.
is what I can give you,
that's
and
fine.
that
But
is
I'm just saying, you still have to make an active effort because a lot of people are going to hear what you said and then just run with that.
Yeah, but a lot of people won't even
Do you know
say
what I'm
that
saying?
though, Talia. A lot of people won't even say that. They will just completely feed you bullshit.
Yeah, and be like,
they
I'm
will,
totally
and all
fine.
this.
I'm
No,
good.
that's bullshit. What I'm saying is though, fam, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If I'm chilling with you and I'm spending time with you and that may confuse you, but I'm telling you this is where I'm at, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm not saying, I'm not doing things like meeting your family and all these things.
But that's what I'm
me
saying, because
chilling
people
with you.
will say those things and then they will go the extra mile.
Yeah, that's different. In my situation, I made that clear. Like
But
I said,
people
you
are
know,
guilty of
like
doing
I am not doing that.
It's just manipulation. Like, you're not directly trying to manipulate somebody to hurt them. You're doing it to help yourself.
It's your choice what you want to do with your information I give you, but I give you honest information.
That's the problem though, when people, it is childish, like the tit for tat shit. Well, you did this, I peeped it, I'm not even gonna say it, but because of this, now I'm gonna act accordingly, and because you didn't say this, but I peeped this, and I'm not gonna say this because I peeped this about you, now I'm gonna move accordingly. Like, bro, all of that is just like, bro, it's high school. And, like,
But
bro,
everyone's scared to like be vulnerable and say what it is, because it's like, okay, if I tell you this, that's showing that I like you too much.
A lot of people, they don't have discernment. Like, a lot of people they think they're doing that and they're not doing that.
They're just going based off what they feel.
Like, it's easier said than done. Like, they'll even go in with the intent of being a certain way and acting a certain way, and they don't.
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
Like, people will meet somebody and they'll feel so connected to somebody, and then they'll like spew their life story and try to move in and think they're so close within like 2 or 3 weeks, jump into that relationship, and then everything falls apart in 6 months. Like,
Because
you know
they've built up a version based off what they've initially thought. Meanwhile, it takes a lot of time to get to know somebody on a full level, because they can tell you all the shit that you want to hear, but when you go through certain situations, it's going to tell you, oh, okay, they said this thing, but they're not actually doing this thing. This is how they are. Or this is how they are in this situation. You get to know a person with time. When people move too fast,
it's not necessarily fabricated.
It can
but
be.
It can be, and it's just risky, because it's like, again, like with time it tells a lot, because consistency too is a big thing. Like, people can be checking all the right boxes at the beginning, but it's only the first 3 weeks. It's like not getting swept up into like the moment of that, and also too not projecting of like what you think this person is or what you want them to be. That is a big thing of what we do in the beginning, especially when we're just talking to somebody and just like looking at their Instagram and looking at their pictures. Like, in our mind we're envisioning what we think they're gonna be or how they're gonna treat us and this and that. That's not reality.
and it's crazy too, because in the beginning of the talking stage, people are like, okay, what do you look for in a partner? What are your red flags? What do you like? What do you don't like? Somebody's asking you that so they can figure out, okay, how do I move accordingly? No, show me who you are, and I decide and I decipher, do I want to deal with this or do I not? Because if I tell you this thing, you're gonna go based off what I tell you, but that's not really you, and that's not fair to do to either party. Come with yourself exactly how you are. If they accept you, they accept you. If they don't, they don't. There's some people that can really like each other, but at the end of the day, there's certain things you might not be that compatible, and you find out compatibility through conversation, honest conversation, and through time. And that's okay. I feel like some people are just so ready to like find love that they just pick a person and they'll just try and make it work no matter what. This person might not be for you. You just want love so bad that you're letting anyone fit the mold.
I think a big problem though too with just any type of things these days, there's just so much pride in it, like, you know, and love should be without ego, love should be without pride, like love should be without all of that. Vice versa as well. Like, you should not have ego, or you just get the fuck out of that situation, because what are you guys doing? That is not gonna go anywhere when you're trying to be like, oh, they didn't text me for this long, so I'm not gonna do this. Keep it pushing then. Like, if you guys are still in grade 3.
Somebody could genuinely care about you, or they're not giving you exactly what you want because they are not 100% there themselves. That doesn't mean that they don't mess with you, and I just feel like it takes time and communication to differentiate between the two. A lot of people, I feel like, go into relationships and situationships with assumptions, but assumptions get people in trouble because you never know what the person is thinking. None of us are mind readers here. All that assumption is gonna do is just destroy you at the end of the day, and don't let it destroy you. It's not worth it. Yeah. Do you guys want to get food now?
I brought coupons. Well, can we wait a little?
Yeah, we could, yeah. You know what, I'm big back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was running. I don't know, I think you just like grow up and shit is just like more simple. Like really, I think that is a real thing because
Prostitution is just not that serious.
Yeah, and it's not that serious.
Like you
and
realize
it's
like nothing
super
actually
simple.
really matters that much.
I didn't realize that when I was younger. Grow up. You either want it or you don't.
How have you been feeling though these days?
Horny. Being honest.
Yeah.
I broke the seal, you know, so now my pussy's like,
It's like,
I was literally talking about that and I feel so disconnected from all of that and like everything. I feel like I'm in that era right now.
you don't care for it.
Not even sex, like relation, like anything, you know, all that stuff. Like I'm
definitely disconnected to like
I
the
don't care for
relationship
it.
thing though. Like I'm definitely kind of over that. I'm also at the point too, it sucks. Like I can't just fuck anybody anymore. Like I just can't use anyone I want. Like now if he's
Your pussy
ugly,
only
it bothers me.
gets wet for certain people.
Yeah, like, you know, like before it was just so much easier, you know, I could just close my eyes.
That's why I didn't understand.
And now it's coming to the point where I'm like, wow, he's actually disgusting. Like I can't do it. Like I can't just settle for like anybody. But before it was so much easier.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, didn't care.
Because a
part of me still doesn't really care, but like at the same time, like I don't know, maybe I do. Even though I don't want a relationship, it's like I don't just want like, I don't want to be somebody's whore either.
Get off of her.
What was that from?
Mosquito.
Oh my god. Where was it on my hand?
Get off.
Hey, you're so extra, Destiny. You almost knocked over the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it. I was like, what was that? So you're just like, gosh, get off of her. Get off of her.
You see it, right? You see it.
Right there.
You see it. You see it. Fuck. No, you have to. Oh! Yeah, did you get it? She got it.
You're so extra. Anyway, yeah, like it's not even like, oh, like I want to be in love or anything like that. You want to fuck somebody that's like attractive and that like actually makes you come. You want to like maybe spend some time with. Do you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's just not just like.
Yes, I think that's.
No, but before I used to be able to fake the funk. I didn't really care that much. Like as long as they were like a decent-ish personality, I could like, you know, I could
Make it work.
Yeah, now it's just like, yeah, my standards are way higher than that. Like,
But that's a good thing.
I mean, it is, but it's also not.
No, you just can't have fun. No.
Yeah, now I just can't like go on Tinder and get fucked tonight. Like, no. Before I used to just be able to like do what I wanted. Just pop that pussy whenever. Just to be able to pop that pussy whenever.
Now you have.
But now she's all like,
You have selective pussy.
this is exquisite taste or whatever like that.
Yes, you should.
And I was celibate for so long, so
Yeah.
now it's like I'm even more picky. You know?
How long have
'Cause
you
it's
been
like,
celibate
I
for?
don't have time to waste it. I don't have time to waste on a guy that's just like 4 inches and lasting 10 minutes. 2.5 years.
We've actually been
So
celibate
it's a
for
long
a long time. I feel like each of us have been celibate for at least 2.5 years.
Long ass times.
And I did it before. It
Yeah.
was longer than that before.
Like, we're real thugs out here. Like what? 2.5
See,
years.
really, it's not that important. Like, you could very much.
That's what I think is so
Go
funny too.
without
'Cause
it.
People are always like, "Oh my god!" Like I feel like people think I'm like such a whore, but it's like I even go like years without having sex. Like I've done that twice already. You know,
Mhm.
it's just when I have sex, I ball out.
You get all your licks one time.
Yeah, like. Or
Oh my
I'm in a
God, but-
dirty relationship.
That shit is so annoying. I feel like people in general, just like females, like in general, just have this perception. Remember we were on live and somebody commented some stupidness. Do you know people No, you don't. You're not knowing how many people, how long they've been without it, how long they can go without it, how many people. Like, it's just like, bro, you guys just have this perception, and it's so far off.
People definitely have that perception.
Yeah, because you've been very open.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because it's just like I say one thing, just because I'm not willing and open and I'm not uncomfortable talking about sex and all that stuff doesn't mean I'm literally fucking everybody I see.
That walks.
Yeah, like, you know, like it's that doesn't really compute, but like I don't know, that's how people think.
I mean, at the end of the day, stories have been told about me, you, like everyone. Like, apparently, I have a sex tape out. I only out them. Somebody send me the tape. I want to see him. Let it slide, because at the end of the day, you know who you are, and you know I didn't do that shit. So okay,
that literally also happened to me, and I was like, I've never done that with you,
and I laugh at it. Like,
yeah,
I'm
like,
not
that's all you can do because it's literally a joke. Like, bro, that never happened, and to even lie about something like that is so pathetic. Do you think I would sit here and say, oh hey, I've done this with this person, knowing I never have?
Fucked Chris Brown. Like, what?
That makes me a
show the
loser.
receipts.
I'm a loser and a fan.
I'm just flattered. Like, damn. Like, you really want
wish.
me that badly. You had to tell
wish.
everybody you had me. Like,
You wish.
thanks. Like, that makes me feel nice.
That it will never come for you.
Like, that stuff doesn't upset me. Or when guys are like, you're a whore, I would never fuck you. I'm like, oh, so you want to fuck me? Like, that was your thought process. We asked you to fuck me. Like, when people do stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, so you were thinking about fucking me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fans out here. They get jealous and irritated because they can't have you, so they're gonna make up shit. I don't know what their goal is, to be honest. Say that you're in their presence, meanwhile you're talking to yourself in my DMs. Okay.
I have only like given you a handshake before in my whole life. You're just literally a loser.
People finding partners and like really holding it down for each other. There's only so few in between that can do that because of the way our generation is set up.
Okay,
so
it's not our generation.
It's not?
No, it's everything. It's life. What do you mean? The only reason why people were forced and had long-term relationships before is because women had no blood clot rates.
It's also viewed like in a very,
it was
like,
viewed so differently.
upon.
Like, even a man would be viewed horribly for divorcing his wife. Like, things were so different. Social norms were so different. So I disagree. Like, I feel like men were just as shit. We had just the same problems, if not more problems. We don't have to be with men. We can decide to be alone, or you can decide to dibble and dabble in like women or trans men or whatever, like, you know,
whatever your preference.
Or even like the idea of being polyamorous. There's so many communities of people who have multiple partners and spouses and raise their families and their kids like that. There's so many more options now, so that's also too what it is. Why would the regular monogamous man and woman relationship be a top priority when it's like we can have so many more options, especially where we live, first world country, Western society. We can basically be with or not be with whoever we want.
Yeah, that's true.
So why would I settle on a dusty man that beats me, doesn't even respect me, only wants me to just birth his children so he can have a legacy and have somebody to take care of him when he's old? I could just have cats, and we don't need men to procreate. So it's like, if you want a child. So like, that's why like the traditional family archetype relationship is not as seen anymore.
I'm so happy that I was born at the end of the day in this generation where certain things are like normalized. Even if I don't find my person at the end of the day, and I'm gonna get really emotional right now, guys. Finding your soulmate and your friends is such a real thing, and I feel like I definitely found like my like soul tribe. Wow, like where would I be without you guys? You guys have seen so many different versions of myself. I've seen so many different versions of you guys, and we stuck with each other throughout everything. You know, I can't say the same for any relationship I've been in. If none of my partners work out, I know that I have you guys at the end of the day.
She don't tear up.
A lot of people can't even say that.
People say that to me too though, like when I explain the dynamic or the friendship. When I'm talking to new guys and stuff, they'll be like, wow, that's really sick, like you guys are lucky. And I would say that for everybody, even in our friend group, even outside of us, we have some pretty solid friends. Like, you have some solid friends that you've met outside of us. Yeah. So do you. So do I. So does all of them. Like, and that's why we've all kind of like made friends or associations with each other's friends as well. Which I think is nice because
we all have solid people around us.
Exactly. When we come together as like, if we were to throw a party and come together, nobody's really a new face. Everybody knows everybody somehow. Yeah. And that's like really nice. Like, and nobody really has beef with anybody. Nobody feels any type of way like
about anybody.
Yeah.
And like, we're all really lucky to kind of have that. I've noticed it's not as easy, or people are just
for other friends
necessarily as lucky. I
don't feel like we like even appreciate it enough, honestly, because like so many things we're used to it. We're so like, we're like, you know, you guys are gonna be here forever and stuff like that, and just seeing people who have lost their best friend.